coming through.
Looking good, Spidey!
Hello, New York!
This is a damn video game!
What we do here is go back.
Insomniac has crafted an amazing adventure filled with spectacular takes on familiar characters, making this the ultimate Spider-Man game. Pun intended. Okay, I'm sorry. If that happens again, it's totally unintentional, I swear. Promise. It's kind of hard not to do that, you know? Spider-Man has been my favorite superhero since I was like 6. When I heard about the new Spider-Man game was coming out, it was a dream come true. It looked amazing. When I found out Insomniac was behind it, I knew it was going to be good. The problem with superheroes being so popular these days is that you've seen their origin stories so many times. In this game, Peter Parker has been Spider-Man for about 8 years now. Before you start shit's already started. Spider-Man has a history, and so does the world he lives in. Uncle Ben is dead. Thank God we don't have to relive that again. Peter and MJ's relationship status it's complicated, and our webhead is about to take down his last big baddie, Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. And that's where our story begins. The game throws me right into the action, right from the get-go. You're swinging through New York literally 3 minutes after the game has started. At this point, I'm sure you've heard it before, but I'm going to tell you again, it feels so damn good swinging through New York. My favorite time to swing through the city is at sunset, jumping off from building to building, and hearing that music start, it feels like I'm playing the end of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1. It's just so satisfying swinging through the city. Then suddenly being notified on my police scanner that's a crime nearby. Jumping from building to building, swinging through New York until you drop into the action. Hearing the citizens cheer you on. And swinging off after you save the day, you really feel as though you've made this virtual New York safer. You are Spider Guy.
It's SpiderMan.
Whatever! As the game begins to open up, landmarks appear for you to photograph, and backpacks to find.
One of my old backpacks from high school.
Each with their own little story, giving Peter Parker even more history. And it's fun to track these down because it's fun to travel. If this was any other game, I had to travel by walking, or by car, or by horseback, Red Dead, you're looking hella fun, but I don't mean to throw any shade, but I would not be doing this. Unless, of course, it was fun. I know myself, though. Tracking down collectibles isn't something I go out of my way to do in video games very often. But as of now, I've collected all of the backpacks, and I'm nearing completion to the landmarks. I can totally see myself platinuming this game. This being the first non-Telltale game, mind you, I would have a platinum for. All the platinums I have are for Telltale games, and you know how easy it is to platinum those games. You just play the story. Okay, but seriously, there's a fast travel option in the game, and I haven't touched it once. In open world games, I always use a fast travel option. I want to decrease time to get to the next mission, but when I saw that a mission was 3,000 feet away in this game, I didn't sigh. I got to swinging, and I took the long way. The game's not perfect in my eyes, though. There are some things I don't like. At first, I was going to call this a con, the pause in action when they gave me a tutorial, but then I thought, I'd much rather this than them bring up a menu full of text. Maybe this is more of a compliment, actually. Let me play your game. It's as fun as heck. But this did lead me into something that I didn't like. Something I thought that really did slow down the story. The puzzles. They just aren't fun. In a game so polished, with so much attention to detail, these puzzles feel just tacked on and lazy. There's even an option to skip them. If they were confident in the puzzles and thought they were fun or challenging in any way, would they have included that option? Maybe. I just don't really see the point of them besides extending playtime and showing us that Peter is a big nerd, which is no secret to anyone. Everybody knows that. What else slows down the game is playing as Mary Jane or Miles. These are stealth missions. There wasn't one time that I was excited to play as Mary Jane again or crawl through a level as Miles. Although there was one mission for each of the characters that I did enjoy. But both missions included another character, and they were exciting. They were faster paced than the previous ones. The characters themselves, I love them. I love Mary Jane. Similar to her Ultimate Series take, she's a reporter in this one. Her romantic relationship with Peter has ended. It's engaging to watch their relationship in the game develop and go through its ups and downs, wondering throughout will they or won't they?
Still partners?
Always. Hey.
Which I found myself asking about many characters. Not in the same way, of course. For Miles, I wondered, will he get bitten by a spider? When? How? Dr. Octavius? He's in the game. I know he's a bad guy. I generally went back and forth thinking, is he going to be a good guy in this game? And Norman Osborn, he's here, but where's Green Goblin? Is he going to show his ugly mug? It's refreshing to see so many familiar characters, knowing who they are, but not knowing where they'll end up.
Electro, stop!
Even some predictable moments had me going, holy shit. I knew it was going to happen, but it was never met with an eye roll from me. I truly believe this is one of the best Spider-Man stories. It's funny, sad at times, and shockingly brutal at others, but this Spider-Man gives New York a sense of optimism and hope, making for some really heartwarming moments.
Look for an opening. Boom.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Only this time, just let me have it. Right on the jaw. Okay? I can make it.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Hey, thanks.
Anytime.
This is what he's all about. This is Spider-Man. This is easily the most fun I've had in a video game this year. Catching myself nerding out over various references pulled from movies, comics, and shows. There's something for every kind of Spider-Man fan.
You got a black and white suit?
This game is both nostalgic and fresh. The story, at times predictable, is beautifully told and makes you care about the characters that aren't usually portrayed as deep as they are in this game. This game is amazing, and I'll bet you when you finish the story, you'll come back to swing through New York 1 or 1 million more times.